Stampers, it's Kim Vogel with the Basement Bunch Stampers, and I'm here for another terrific Tuesday video. Today I'm going to share with you a really cute card that I created, and I have a class that I'll be offering using this awesome stamp set called the Tea Together next month, so be looking for that. It'll be offered both local and online. If you haven't seen the stamp set yet, it is on page 49 of our Occasions catalog, and it's perfect just in time for Mother's Day or your spring tea parties that you might be having. And I also used the awesome framelits, the rectangle framelits that are also in our Occasions catalog, and those are on page 28 of our catalog, and they're right down here. And these rectangles are awesome because they give you this awesome stitched edging around them. So I don't have them here to show you because my friend who does all of my cutting is cutting these cards for me right now. But what we did is we layered two of the rectangles together. So one was the outside, we put one on the inside to give us this awesome little frame. Now those rectangle stitched framelits are $35, but you get 13 different sizes, so they're really awesome for giving you lots of different dimension when you're making your cards. The other awesome thing is that during celebration, which ends March 31st, you can also receive the amazing Tea Time coordinating framelits that will cut out a bunch of these different shapes. So this is the one that I used to cut out the card that I'm going to be showcasing for you today. Now, if you haven't joined my Facebook group or liked my page on Facebook, I encourage you to search for Kim Vogel's Basement Bunch Stampers. I will be going live this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time to share with you some more projects that I created using the awesome Tea Together stamp set. So for today, I'm going to actually show you how I made this cute and simple card. Although I'm going to make it for you, I'm using the Mossy Meadow color in place of the Fresh Fig. So I started off with a piece of Sahara sand cardstock. This is cut 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to fold that in half, and that it becomes the base of our card. I then have a piece of the Mossy Meadow cardstock, and I used the tufted embossing folder to give me that awesome embossed image that you see on the card. This piece is cut 5.25 by 4, and I'm simply going to adhere this down to my card. Going to add some adhesive, if some's in this one, there we go. So I'm going to add some adhesive onto that and adhere that down to my card. I then use some Stampin' Dimensionals to adhere my frame onto here as well, and I think I used about 6 of them. I put one in each corner, and then I put one in the middle on the long side right here. Let me scoot that up to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I put a dimensional on each side here. Now also I want to make sure you guys know that I also offer lots of different online classes and card kits to go. I post them. I usually do a YouTube video on those classes, and I also list them all in my Facebook group and on my Facebook page. So make sure that you search for me there to get your hands on some awesome kits that I create with all of these different projects that I make on my Tuesday videos. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down to my card like that. And then in advance, I've cut or stamped the teapot from the Tea Together stamp set, and then I used the framelit, and using some of the vellum from the Floral Romance paper, I cut that out to layer on top of that to give it a nice, soft, subtle look. And I'm going to adhere that together with a couple of glue dots. So I like to use glue dots when I'm adhering vellum because you really can't see them very well. And you don't really need a lot of glue when you're doing that. So I'm just going to adhere them down like that. And then I used our doilies. These are our pearlized doilies that are in our annual catalog. And I just cut one in half. And I adhered it to the back of my teapot like so. So I'm just going to add a little strip of adhesive because you don't need a lot there. And then I'm going to adhere this down to my frame, and I only put a little bit of adhesive on the spout and on the handle here. So I'm going to turn this over and just put a little bit on the spout and a little on the handle. Look how cute that is. And then using the 1¼ inch punch in advance, I punched out a circle, and I'm going to adhere that down with a dimensional. Next, I'm going to bring in my Mossy Meadow ink and a piece of scrap, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment, "Love is a warm cup of tea," onto, whoops, let me get that inked a little bit better, onto my scrap. And then using the 1-inch circle punch, we are going to punch this out, and it punches, it's going to line up pretty tight, but it works really good. I'm going to punch that out. And then we are going to adhere this onto the teapot like that. I then topped off my card with a couple of rhinestones, which for today's video I did not bring them over to my station. But look how beautiful that card is, and a great use of that vellum. The vellum really makes it look nice and soft and gives it a really good subtle look. And again, on those rectangle framelits, or framelits that I haven't used much yet, and I really like them, so I hope that you consider adding them to your collection as well. So thank you all so very much for stopping today, and I look forward to seeing you all back next week. Again, make sure you search for me on Facebook, Kim Vogel's Basement Bunch Stampers, and I look forward to seeing you live on my Thursday night, 7 p.m. Facebook Lives. Have a great day. Bye.